We're in the Lake District and we're about to head up to Scawfell Pike behind me for a couple of days. So I thought I'd take a minute to just show you how I'm going to pack my rucksack for the trip. I'm taking a Vango Shipper 60+10 rucksack, and around me you can see the kit that I'm going to need for the next few days. Tent, sleeping bag and roll mat, waterproofs and spare change of clothes, cook set, fuel, food and the essentials for the rest of the trip. So I'm going to start by putting my tent vertically into the rucksack. I'm going to put it off to the left hand side or the right hand side. The important thing is to get the weight close to your back, and I'm going to balance it in the rucksack by putting the sleeping bag vertically in beside it. That means that at the end of the day I've got quick access to both my sleeping bag and my tent through the base compartment in here. I'm then going to start taking up room in the rucksack with the bulkier items. So the cook kit, for instance, can go straight on top of the sleeping bag. And as you can see, there's some loose space in the bottom of the rucksack here. And I'm going to fill that by taking the clothes, like my emergency clothes or the dry set clothes for the end of the day. And I'm going to squeeze that down to the bottom of the rucksack. Continue with the bigger items. Again, taking clothes that perhaps you won't need during the day and just filling up every bit of space that you can. A good measure of a well-packed rucksack is, are there any loose parts to the fabric on the outside, and have you packed it tightly? I'm then going to take the food that I won't need during the day, perhaps it's dinner or the next couple of days of food, and get that out the way. Fuel bottle, I'm going to put, you can wrap it inside a plastic bag. I'm going to put it inside the rucksack, keeping it vertical to reduce any possibility of leakage. And then I'm going to fill up the rest of that space with my waterproofs. Hopefully I won't need these during the day, but I'm going to keep them close at hand, filling up loose space with them. A few essentials, personal items, and as you can see, there's still plenty of room for additional pieces of kit and more food depending on the length of your trip. I take this opportunity just to give it a shake and a bit of a squeeze just to make sure that it's as compressed as possible. You can use the compression straps to attach more things to the side of your rucksack, or just to keep the weight compressed to the back system, which is going to help transfer that weight to your hips and keep you balanced. In the lid of my rucksack, I'm going to put a few essentials like my toilet paper in a dry bag, first aid kit, wash kit, and my head torch. And there's still plenty of room there for everything else you need, including, for instance, your lunch for the day or snacks, anything like that can go in the top of your lid. Your walking poles go in the front of the rucksack like this. You can use these to attach your walking axes if you're planning a trip in winter as well. And your water bottle can fit into the side, so you've got quick access to that during the day. Once you've started doing a few trips, your preferences will change and you'll have more experience, and you'll be able to work out your own way and how you prefer to pack your rucksack. The key principles to keep in mind are that the weight is balanced in your rucksack and that it's packed as tightly as possible, really, so you can fit as much as possible in, and it's also keeping the weight compressed against your back. Nothing's loose inside your rucksack.